Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Greg. I'm going to go over MexC on the trading exchange. And if you want to support the channel, guys, you can sign up with MexC. If you want, just click on this link right here. Check this out. Let's say if I still got this cool deposit and trade to earn $9,100. So you deposit, you can earn up to $9,100. You got to throw in the sales pitch, right? Come on, man. They only want you to deposit like $500,000 to get it or something like that. But just a joke, guys. Just a joke. But you can sign up right there, and you would be supporting the channel if you're going to be trading on MexC. Now, the cool thing is about MexC, guys, over here on MexC, is they have a whole laundry list of degenerate coins. If you want to trade those, I would just be careful to degenerate coins. There's liquidity issues possibly, definitely on MexC. There could be seriously huge volatility issues with those small coins too. So just to let you guys know that. So back to my channel, or back over here at BTC. So what I decided to do, I was telling you guys about a short trade I was going to get in, but I went to go get some Starbucks coffee, and I came back and it dumped on me. The market gives, then the market takes away. I was just like, this is unbelievable, man. So, because I was thinking, maybe I'll hit like 30,500, maybe go back to 400, maybe that's a 5-wave move. It's a 4th wave. Yeah, let me go grab a cup of coffee. I'll come back and be ready. Yeah, there's like, screw you, man. We're dumping now. I was like, okay. So here's the deal. All right. So I was telling you about a short trade. Now, first, here is the rule in trading. All right. Here's a rule in trading. Okay. Unless you're an experienced trader. If you're an experienced trader, man, you forget, you know your deal. You're like one of those guys. All right. So you have your account. You have so much funds in your account. And once you make the gains, you take those gains out. Okay. That's just a rule. You have to be disciplined to do that. So if you have $5,000 trading account and you make 3K, take that 3K back out. Okay, just do it. I'm telling you, do it. Don't build up your account where you start using bigger and bigger amounts, especially on leverage trades, guys. Okay, that just has to be a rule. If you break that rule, more than likely it will come back to haunt you. Okay, more than likely it'll come back to haunt you, guys. That just has to be a rule, especially on leverage trades. Okay, spot trades are a little bit different. A lot more safety with spot trades, especially if you're just buying coins. Obviously, the worst case scenario, if you do a spot trade on Bitcoin, even though you can't do shorts on Bitcoin, but a long trade, you buy the coins, do that. Now, if you want to do a short trade, then you actually have to do a contract. So with Bitcoin, with no leverage, and just use the bigger funds. Okay, guys. So here's Bitcoin. I was telling you about a short trade I was thinking about doing, but I missed it. But it's not over yet, because Bitcoin is going to go down to, let's say, 29,200. Okay. So in this instance, I was late to the party, but I was thinking about entering in here 30,300, 200 or something like that. And my target for Bitcoin on this 2-hour chart would be 29,200. So now here's the algos. This is these numbers here is a probability that it will hold. Okay. So this is a 39% probability that moving average would hold. And then these are probabilities on the other moving averages that it will hold. 90%, 58%. You have to open it up and do it a little bit like that. So 16%. So those are all probabilities of what will hold. So like if I go to a 4-hour chart, you got to use different time frames and things like that. So you see this 40-period moving average. There's a 90% probability on the 4-hour chart that was holding. Obviously, it was correct. It went right up to it, and boom, it rejected right off of that. Okay, so you got this probability. Been studying these indicators from Bob Kendall, and he's been trading since 1979. 1979, guys. He's got some experience. That's a lot of experience, guys. That's a lot of experience trading, man. So I'm gonna listen to him. So and follow him. And you have all this data down here too. You also have these algos down here too. These are algos, going to tell you kind of like what's going. So the predictive algos up here are following kind of these algos down here too. And I'm looking at the 4-hour chart, and it does look like there's probably going to be a rally back up. You see, these are pointing back up. So in this instance, on the 4-hour chart, this algo, this is for the 40 period moving average. So this is for the 9, this is for the 21. Let me make sure I have them in order. Yeah, PP1. This is for the 9, this is for the 21, and this is for the 40. This is for the 200, which is the red. Okay. So this right here is telling me that it's going to go right along the red. It's not really going to break it. Okay. The 200 is right there. It's not really going to break it. So I have numbers up there, 30,200. And this one right here, you see how it's going through both the derivatives right there? Boom, 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 boom. It's telling me it might go through at some point the 40 period moving average. So it does appear that we're going to have a counter trend rally just looking at that. Now, the other thing is too, before I set up for the short trade, guys, okay, I'm going to go through the long time frames. Okay, the long time frames, the daily, the 2-day, the 3-day, the weekly, and I am going to have extreme confidence that I know Bitcoin is going down this way right now. Okay, so this is counter trend, a move, short trade in this instance where we're going to take a little piece of the pie. And in this instance, I would have taken at least 50% right there, guys. But in this instance, this would be the entry, 30,000, say 200, and then right here would be the target, the 29,278. I would raise that up a little bit, put 300. 29,300 would be the target. And so you go from here. Now, obviously, it's not going to go straight down. I mean, if you do a straight down like that, that's pretty good. So like these entries, like you see these videos of people getting in and like they hit it and you see it instantly go down and things like that. That's a pipe dream, guys. That usually doesn't happen. Like you can get some lucky, but usually, you know, you're going to go negative or something like that. That's usually a pipe dream, hitting these things right on the nose. And I got my stop loss set up right there. So like just barely off of it. And then you hit it right here and boom, it goes like that on those videos that you watch are trying to get you by a program. Yeah, good luck trying to do that on a daily basis, guys. I mean, it is possible. You'd be better off. If you want to do that, you got to go over to the ES mini futures, SP futures, or the NEQs. Probably the ES that you can do that on. I would say you'd have better success if you want to do those types of trades, guys. I wouldn't do it in the crypto market. Okay, so more than likely, and I know that I don't have the ability to really, you know, hit those like that, guys. Like, okay, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Like, oh yeah, I entered in right here. Here's my stop loss, and boom, it does that. You know, you know how difficult it is to do that, guys. So what do? I had a little bit different strategy because that's why I'm a swing trader. So enter in 30,280. And here's my target, 29,300, okay? And if I do that, and eventually over the course of, let's say, 2 or 3 days, it does that's 3% on 20x leverage, that's 60%, okay? So I'll come over here to MexC, right? Okay, you have your account, you make gains on that, you take it out, okay? And 30,000, what did I say, 30,200. So what you want to do is keep it on isolated. Cross means it can pull from your funds. You don't want that. If you want to do a 20x leverage, here's your leverage amount. You know, you can do that, or you can use that number there. You go down like that. Okay, so I confirm it. I keep it on isolated. Cross means it can pull from your account in case you're getting near your liquidation event. 30,200. In this instance right here, you put how much you want in there. And on that account, I would put like really close to 1,000 USDT. Okay. And I got to take profit on the short. It's going to be 29,300 is the number we came up with. Tells me 66% on that. And this trade will be 1,000. How do I get $1,000 estimated Oh, I'm using 1,500. Okay, I'm going to lower that down. I'm going to lower that down to close to 1,000, guys. Okay, 990. Okay, so then you can see if it hits on that little swing trade, I would be getting 66%. Okay. Realistically, lower that down. It'd probably be like 50% if you want to do a little trade like that. Okay. On MexC. And you take your profit in there. And then I'm not going to have a stop loss. I'm not going to have stop loss to the upside. Okay. Because I'm confident in the trade going down like this. Okay. So more than likely, it's going to come back up for a counter trend right here. So I was expecting it to come back down and do a counter trend. So what I would do is I'd have another order over here. Okay, 30,450, maybe 30,600. If it hits, I'll put another order in because I know it's going to be coming back down, just like this, guys. Boom. Okay. If you want to put a stop loss, you know, you want to have a stop loss of, in this instance, I would say maybe 30,474. And then check that out. 30,474. So you would be risking $100 basically to make 650. So you're risking 10% to make 60%, more or less. Okay. In that instance, if you wanted to run that, that's probably about the area I'd run a stop loss. That's really risky with Bitcoin. That stop loss can easily hit. In this instance, my confidence of this going down here and hitting 29,300 is very high. If it just continues to go up and up and up, I would just be added to the position. I would be added to the position. Now I go through the RSI. There's all kinds of other things. I'll go more detail once we open that Discord and I'll show you guys. You want to check the RSI. Does it have that bearish divergence still? Obviously, I showed you in the previous video, there's bearish divergence on the RSI and the 4R from this point to this point, telling you more than likely that it is a counter trend move. It's going to be coming back down. Okay. That's why I would have the confidence to just be adding this and then making a move over here. Now, the whole move, right, is going to be, it should be about 3%. All right. So I went over that. But what I would do is this instance, open a short, and I take a look at that 30,300, isolate 20x. I take approximately 29,300. Stop loss is at 3. If you have a stop, 30,474 in that instance, and 31,693. So up here, this would be my liquidation. Okay. My liquidation would be right here. What was that liquidation price? 31,693. Okay, I already have it there. 31,693, right? Okay, so now if it continues to come up, right, I'm going to add to a position again, 30,600. And what will this do? It will open. It would raise that up a little bit, you know, maybe you know, up to 31,800 or something like that. And then I would have another position up here again. So if that one hits, I would have another position up here. Sometimes, depending on how much confidence or lack of confidence, if you will, sometimes you want to have a couple. Okay. So like in the instance of BCH, let me go over here to BCH. Okay, guys, we're going to go to BCH trade. So I use Femex and you want to have two. That's the other thing is too over here. You want to have two, not just one. Okay. So I use Femex and Mex C. Femex. I'm trying to get a affiliate link for Femex. I just applied for it, and they're checking whatever they need to check. And I guess they'll get back to me within a week. But you want to have two. So you want to have some over there on Femex, and you want to have some over on Mex C. Now, Mex C has all the degenerate coins if you want to trade those. And then Femex is limited. They're a little bit more limited. And they have trading bots over there. It's pretty cool. Femex is pretty cool too. Try to use limit orders when you're doing these trades. If you use a market, the fees go up. I'm not really too sure what they are on Mex C, but they're significant on Femex. The fees are really high if you do market orders. Okay. So try to use limits if you can. Of course, obviously, in situations where you want to close your account, you know, you just close that account real quick and get out of there. But so here it is now, BCH. Okay. So I'm back on BCH. Let me go to a daily chart. I'm going to take everything off here. Boom. Okay. Now market grid, take all my data off here. Right. So guy was asking about that, Craig, on BCH, and he got in. And so I was telling you about the BCH trade. So it looks like there could be a little bit of volatility in this area for BCH. Okay. And so I entered in at 246, 7-ish, something like that. I'm building up my bag for this. Okay. So on the daily chart, you see this 9 came through there, and I'm waiting for this 9 to probably start working on getting through that 40. And then there's going to be this. Okay. For BCH, more than likely. I've gone through all these time frames, and they're all, for the most part, pointing down that it's going to be going down like that, guys. So anyhow, with BCH, let me go to a 8-hour or 6-hour chart maybe. So you can see there's might be a little bit of volatility over here. This thing could bounce. So in this area where I entered in, and then I have another at 258 in case it hits. It went up to 255 and it didn't hit it yet. So it hit it, and then I put another one up here, probably at 280-ish in this area for it to come back up and hit it. Because I'm getting ready for this over here. So I'm building up the bag like so and getting ready to hit over here. Not have a stop loss. BCH, man, the issue with this one I was trying to explain is that people put a stop loss, so you just get stopped out almost every time. Like you stop, it goes up and hits you. So you want to protect it and just build it up. So it has to have your confidence in this going down. Now the argument is going to be ABC, and this thing's doing a moonshot out of here, guys. Don't think so. This is going to be going like sideways for a little while. And once Bitcoin's over here and does its thing for a little while sideways, because I think it's going to be sideways for a period of Bitcoin, and Bitcoin's going to be going down to 28.3. Will BCH be doing the same thing? And boom, it's going to go over there, guys. Okay. So that's how I'm doing it with that on BCH. Now, Bitcoin here, what I'll be doing is setting up for if I see a nice counter trend rally. But anyhow, we're back over the thing over here. So, right. Let me go back over here. So entry price, 30,600. You know, you want to double check these things too, because sometimes, you know, you click on it and then, you know, it's screwed up. Like I have a freaking one. It ended up being on isolated cross over on FEMX. And I was like, oh, geez, man, that thing's open now. So, but it is what it is. Take profit, double check it, and your stop loss if you want that right there. And then I go open short. I look at my liquidation price. I'm going to use my margin used, my leverage, and I always want to see this. I always want to see this. Okay, I don't want to open a short like that. I want two buttons to push to do that. Okay, so I can confirm it, and then here it is, my open order right there. So if it comes back up to 30,300, okay, it'll hit it. I got everything in there as the order. Okay, so what will happen? I'm going to revoke it now, guys. I'm going to revoke that. So what will happen once that order hits, right? So I had an order, it hit right here. I would go back into Mex C. I go, okay, let me look at this. This is all messed up now. Just as an example, guys, I would go back into Mex C. I would put another one at 30,000, probably a solid 30,600. I would take a look at my algos to see what they're saying right here. This one's not going up so high, but they were before higher. So 30,500 or 600. So let's go with 30,600. So then I would go back over here, right? Same thing. I'm going to have an order in case it goes up. It's going to go up on me, right? I'm not saying that it will, but if it does, it goes up on me. 30,600. As a matter of fact, that's probably too low. Now I think about 30,300. I would probably do, so here's a couple algos, 30,600. Let's put 30,700. 30,700, okay, is what I would do. Now, I would have it at a point where could it hit, could it not hit? I'm not doing it like a guarantee hit. I'm doing it like a protection hit, okay? If it hits it, good, or not good in a way, but you guys know what I mean. If it hits it, then you got to go through this whole process again. And then I would go back down here. I would do the same thing. My bag would be about the same size. I might raise it up a little bit because I'd be like, okay, I'm more confident. If that one hits, take profit, that all this would be the same. Obviously, let me eliminate that. You know, if you want a stop loss, I'm going to leave the stop loss out for now, guys. Okay. So right here, and it comes back down. And so here's your profit, estimated profit and loss. And then, so in this instance at 30,700, hope I'm not confusing you guys, and 29,000. Okay. Everything is good. Everything's good. So open to short. So check this out. 30,700. I got one to trigger at 30,700. Same profit and loss as the one before. And this one, look at that. Estimated liquidation price, 30,112. Now, it's not going to be that high because you got another order that hit, right? So it's going to be in between there. So you go up here. Where's my thing? 31,800. And more than likely, it would have to hit, but 32,112. 112, right? So 32,112. So it'd probably be like 31,900 or something like that. Okay. Even above that high. Now your liquidation is above that high, guys. Okay. So you see how I did that, building that bag, keeps going up, building that bag, and then I'm going down for that. Okay. Let me go to a 4-hour chart. Let me check that out. And I would be setting up my trade. Okay. So I would be setting in my trade on Mex C. And this instance, let's say I'm entered in here and this already dumped. I would probably take 50% on that just to, save yourself a little bit of a hassle. And if it comes back up, or you could take it all and come back up and enter in. I'm looking for something come back up over here, guys, into this area, probably near the same price or a little bit lower for another trek down, possibly, or it might not get that high. Just all kind of depends, okay? But you can see where I entered in here, 30,300, and then at 30,600 right here, right? You see what I got? 30,600, what I got? I'm waiting for that to come in. So boom, I'm waiting for this one to come in over here. So let's say it comes back down. It goes like this. Okay, you see, come back down, goes like this, boom, 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 boom. It hits it, boom, right? And then I'm going to my trade, and this number up here is going to be higher. Okay, so then I'm going to have another one over here, another order over here, guys. Okay, and then and up here, like this. I'm going to order another one, like 31,100 or something like that, and I'll just keep going up and hit it. I'm going to be doing this trade right here to 29,300. Take profit. So you see how I did that on a swing trade, up, 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 boom, just like that, guys. So just wanted to put that together if that makes sense for you right there. So, you're building up your bag to do the trade like over here, okay? Is how I would do it, is how I do it, okay? Just like over here, I was showing you guys what I was doing over here was trying to get some targets on this run right here. Boom, okay? Just this run right here. And I think only two of them hit. Two of them hit and it went up. And it'd be the same thing over here. Maybe I get one. You might get two. I doubt that this would hit on this counter trend rally. It might. You might get lucky. But, in a hit, and then you just take your deal right here and your profit. And you make, in that instance, once it's all said and done, you might make 60%. Right? So you might have 2,000. So in this instance, I might have two in here. I might have two open orders, or no, it'd be the same order. Excuse me. I'd have another one here. It would hit, and then I would have two. I'd have $2,000. And then in that instance, if that trade went according to that plan, as an example, then I would have 60% of $2,000, or what is that? $1,200. $1,200, guys, on probably 3 or 4, maybe 5 days of work. It depends on what Bitcoin wants to do in here. And just bore you out of the market, because I think that's going to probably, now it's done this, it's going to bore some more and start doing that, guys. So that's kind of how I do it. Now, the worst case scenario, the risk is that it bottom right there and it's going to rip right out of there. Well, in that instance, you'd have to have, once it comes, you start seeing it going up and up and up and up. At some point, you're going to have to take your loss at that if it gets out of there. But I don't think so, guys. I don't think, everything's pointing down. All the algos are pointing down in this instance. 22-hour pointing down, 10-hour pointing down, go to 8-hour pointing down, let's see what 6-hour was pointing up. So 6-hour is still doing this move. So has targets way up there. It could do that. It could do that. Maybe this is A, and it might do a B and a C. Right? It could do that. So, that's the chance, the risk that you take if you're doing a trade like that. So it depends on your style and what you're comfortable with, how you want to do it, and your confidence of the trend or where it's going. Okay. That's the confidence of your trend and using your tools to get an idea of where Bitcoin is going to be going for those period of days. Okay. But ultimately, the ultimate target is going to be 28,300. All right. So hope I kind of explained that a little bit well for you on the whole Mex C deal here. It's pretty good. I like the system. They're all pretty much the same. You get to use Mex C if you're a resident of the land of the free, if you know what I mean. But the other land of the free up north of us, Canada, you can't use it anymore because, they're all about freedom up there, right? That's a joke. They're all about freedom up there in Canada, man. So, anyhow, that's all I think, man. You guys have any questions, just ask me on Twitter, man. I'm going to go into more details to show you guys this stuff that I'm using here on the algos and everything. and go into more different coins with you, and trading the coins and which ones I think could be good shorts, some longs. The crypto market's really goofy right now, man. Like you got these ones going bullish, you got these other ones going bearish, you know, and it's just, this is some weird stuff going on right now, guys. So just be careful of some of these smaller cap cryptos. Guy was asking about MultiVac. You know, I was looking at MultiVac and go back to MultiVac. See here on the daily chart. It's got to run up. MultiVac here, guys. Let's take a look at that. Let me make sure I didn't accidentally put some freaking orders in here. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm going to close that out, guys. You know, I don't be clicking on things by accident. So, trend probability. No, I want that on fib. So the deal is with MultiVac. Was this March of 20 and it did this and it whizzed up on that. That was a pretty good run, wasn't it? If you sat through all that, oh wow, man. That thing was a freaking smoke show, man. 110,000%. That's 100x. 100x on that bad boy. Let's take a look at the weekly, man. Can this thing do it again? You know, it's it looks a lot better than other coins, I'll tell you that. It looks a lot better than other coins, MultiVac. I do think this is a counter trend rally, guys. Let me take a look at this. Going up the 1-to-1. Yeah, it's already hit it on linear. Yeah, I told the guy maybe 19 cents, man. It might make a shot up to 21 cents. But this is concerning that it's a counter trend rally. I think the algos are suggesting that. It's down below its 200 on the weekly, which is not a big deal. Let's see, what is it show? Yeah, it's showing that it's gonna be yeah, it's showing like it probably has another more of a shot going into September. And then forming a topping area and then rolling back over. Possibly. More than likely. Let me see. How far out can I go? 3-day chart. This one has 3-day chart. So here it is. You can see the 200 SMA might come up to that, and it looks like it wants to roll back over. So you want to check multiple time frames on this thing too. Make sure they all say the same thing. And looking like it wants to roll over after that period of time, man. So up into August, the end of August, it's looking like you got yourself a, damn, man, that might be a flat down there, man. Might be a flat. That's a flat move more than likely, huh? That's why that whizzed up. Let me check that out. I mean, that's how they do it. This I was telling you about the Hedron move, guys, in the earlier video. The Hedron move comes down and boom. That's what they do. So if it is a flat, they'll probably hit that 19 cents. That's what they do. These things just whiz like that. So let's see if it makes sense. That looks 5-wave-ish. Back down around over through here. Yeah, it is coming off as a flat. It's coming off as a flat to me. That's why it's going to roll over. That's why it's going to roll over probably. So you got your move here, back down here, and the counter trend rally to break the whole highs, get everybody bullish again on a flat, and then up into maybe into September. This thing can keep trending up. September, August, September, and then it's going to roll back over again. So more than likely, guys. That's the deal with MultiVac. Come back down to test these lows sometime in the future, potentially. So in this one, in this instance, here's its trend. It looks like. Oh, shoot. Let's see. It's going to come through there, break that 200. Once it gets below that 200 on the 2-day, it's going to come back down. So you know what this reminds me of? Veracity a little bit. Kind of reminds me, like this move over here is like Veracity's move. Okay. Except this part, it's like Veracity's move, but this was more aggressive than Veracity, and it didn't move as high as Veracity. Veracity went a lot higher. So Veracity's able to stay like up in these areas as an example. So you can see where it's testing these areas right here, right? This area right here on MultiVac. So you see that? And it came back down. It looks like a 5-wave move here, all the way from up there back down, and then it's whizzing back up into these areas. So here's your 3-wave move, it looks like. This is going to be your 3-wave move. So just like this. Boom, and then this. That's your 3-wave move that'll probably produce. So now with MultiVac, and this is not going to be as long because this is the end of its correction, more than likely. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, your connector, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it wants to come right back down to here. That looks like. More than likely. More than likely. So if you're in it, the guy, the CEO, professional ball player, I think it's what it was. Oh no, the bullish CEO. The bullish CEO. I would aggressively take profits on that move, man. It's coming off as a flat and a counter trend rally. Very, very good probability. Probably hit that 4.618, 19, 20 cents. You might get spikes a little bit higher. And then it looks like it wants to come back down here into 2024. More than likely. So yeah, that's what I would be checking out, man. That's what I'd be. Me personally, I was in this and rode that up. I would exit all of it. I wouldn't take the chance. I would exit all of it, guys. So I guess it kind of depends on how you feel on the project long term. I don't know much about MultiVac. I've just seen the chart. I have no idea about this coin. I don't think a look at this on CoinGecko. I haven't looked at it on CoinMarketCap or anything. It's MultiVac. I just had the chart and I was looking at it. Some people talked about it. Hey, what do you think of this? And I was looking at it, but it does look like, what was it trying to produce here? Like an inverse head and shoulders pattern, potentially boom, boom. And it looks like it's going to play that out in a way too. So you take your trend line, right? And then here's kind of like the kind of trying to break that over here. And then you got a break and you can see, boom, a little bit of that right there could come up maybe to 23 cents potentially. Depends on where you want to say. It's a bastardized inverse head and shoulders, but it can work. It could work. So, but the algos, I mean, when I have multiple time frames, algos saying that they're gonna be busting lower like that. You know, you got time. There's no reason to panic yet. There's no reason to panic yet. You know, you got a lot of time. Probably looks like that's going to be another pump right here. So you got a August and late September. So more than likely, if you think about this, let's go to Bitcoin, right? Let's go over to Bitcoin. So all the liquidity is going to Bitcoin, right? Go to a daily chart. Let me go to a 3-day chart, on Bitcoin, right? So Bitcoin up, just like so. So more of the liquidity is going to Bitcoin. If you think about it, more of the liquidity, more of the money is going to Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is going to be able to produce that. And this one doesn't have it because, you know, people are probably scared of going into some of the cryptos. Think of it like a regular person, you know, that's just new to crypto or newer to crypto, or, you know, maybe they're getting consulting like, hey, forget this coin, man, just go to Bitcoin. It's going to go up, and they don't want this. And then people are in it They could be exiting. So these are going to be hits too. Exit, and this will be an exit, and then back down like that. So more than likely, wherever Bitcoin is, October, and then it could be rolling over at the end of the year. Kind of depends, the 4-day chart gives me a little bit different time frame. It could be going on and stuff, but that money, it does appear that Bitcoin is going to be turning into a black hole and sucking liquidity out of the altcoin markets. It does appear that that's going to be true. It's just the data is pointing towards that, and that's what's happening here. It'll be up here, up here, up here, and this will get people bullish, retail bullish. Who knows where it'll end up, and then eventually just start rolling over. So that's what I would do. I would exit out of that. I would exit out of it, but the potential is definitely there. Like, I don't know. Cryptos are hype coins, man. That's a 100x run, and it comes back over here. It's going to have to do another, my estimate here is I see too many coins do this. So I see like the massive run, kind of like Litecoin, right? Litecoin had that massive run. It's been sideways for 5 years, right? That's the issue with some of these. You just don't know which one's going to do it, which one's going to have the hype. But then it's back down here, and you would like want something like that to happen again, but it might not. It might not, guys. So it just might be, hey, wave one, come back for two, and for a long time, and then maybe do another wave over there, something like that, guys. That's what I would be concerned with on it, because I just see too many of these cryptos, their initial hype wave, and then they end up going sideways for a long period of time. That's the issue with them, guys. Not to say all of them will, but it's trying to figure out which ones are just going to rip again, right? So I would look at it. I haven't looked at it. Let me look at this. MTV. Haven't even looked at it. MultiVac. Damn, I think 1217. Man, maybe I take that back. Maybe this could rip. Circulating supply. Fully diluted valuation compared to the, it's definitely risk, man. It's definitely risk with numbers like that. What does it do? Trusted charting. Shiny. Okay, I was just reading the top there. So it's another chain. It's another chain. Huh. Interesting. So what are blockchain's main challenges? Are currently finding to realize real world value. The deal is like with whoever is going to come out with these chains, the chains, the ones that are going to win are the ones that are going to make it using the technology, and they need to make this stuff user friendly, man. User friendly, so user friendly, freaking grandma can understand it and use it. Period. That's what they need to do. They need to take the route of Google. Make it, Solana is kind of going down that route. Make it easy, make it cheap, make it fast. People want to go there, hang out. That's the one that's going to win. These guys, they got to go in here, and you got to have a computer science degree to use some of their stuff, like Polkadot on some of their stuff. They're not going to attract users, man. Like I was using that Karura program. They're all like Karura is so great, and it sucked. Okay, look, and the chart tells you that. Look, you see, bam. Nobody wants to use it. It's too complicated. I was on there playing with it. I was just like, how do you expect anybody to use this, man? You need to have like practically a computer science degree to get your coins in there and get this and do that and do all other stuff. I'm telling you, man, whoever's going to make it easy, really, really easy, like Google, go over there, easy. Grandma can use it. Big buttons, huge buttons. Like somebody's got to wear Coke bottle glasses to see it. Big buttons. There you go. Like that. Not this whole, let's be underground, like covert, like, oh yeah, you got to have this technology and understand it a little bit. No, whoever's going to do that's going to blow up, man. Whoever's going to do that will blow up. That's how I see it, guys. That's how I see it. So it's going on here with Bitcoin on a 4-hour chart. A little bit of bounce in that area. So yeah, I'll just wait for Google to bounce. Not Google. What am I thinking, man? I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind. Anyhow, right here, I just wait for this thing to bounce, enter into that trade over there. MultiVac, I would definitely just looking at those numbers, man. I would definitely exit out of that position, man. Okay, the bullish CEO. I would exit out of that position if it hits those numbers. That's me. Very, very good counter trend. You know what? I need to check. I need to check the RSI. Let me get rid of these things right here. Yeah, if I get more details, I got to check the RSI on this bad boy too. And stochastics. Let's see what it's telling me. What is this stuff? What did I put on there? That wasn't all right. Relative strength index. Said it wrong. Okay. Oh, that's not a good sign, man. That's not a good sign, man. Let me see. Yeah, it's given off flat. It's given off flat. Yeah, it's given off a flat, man. Boom. On the RSI. So let's see. Did it break all that area? It's way above it. Yeah, it's giving off RSI stuff. I mean, it's up there a lot, so it's still gonna be in that trend, that momentum. This momentum from this flat, which I think that it is, it's just gonna be carrying this thing all the way into September, end of September, something like that. That's some serious momentum. Look at that thing, man. 85. So I could just tell by looking at it, man. That definitely, you see that right there? Look at that. Up, back down, boom. You see? Right there, man. That's a flat. That's a flat. That's a flat, man. Right there. One boom. MultiVac flat. There you go, man. It's giving you an opportunity to make some gains and get out. Get out. Not yet. You got some time to think about it. No reason to panic. You got some time. Serious momentum behind that wave. But yeah, I would on MultiVac, you know. I think MultiVac's days, the 100x, I don't know, man. I don't know. Is it going to do it again? Is it going to do it again? Go ask that freaking guy, man. He's actually pretty good, man. What's his name? That Ian Balina, something like that. He does the tokenmetrics. Ask that guy to do a research on this thing. Tell him, see what he comes up with. He likes Caspa. He's got some ones in there. He can find some 100x coins, man. Throw this into the system. Hey, tokenmetrics, let's check thing. I bet you tell you right now because of this flat, because flats always get people bullish. Flats always get people bullish, just like Veracity coin. You go over here, Veracity coin, guys. Check this out. I know we want a little long-winded. VRA went over this one. You know, this 2-day chart over here. You know, I mean, look at that flat, guys. You see that? Got me bullish. I was checking that flat out, and I went like this. Where I go, okay, right here, this A, B, and then up for a C, and it went well beyond 4.618. I mean, this is so high. I was like, there's just no way. What's the highest I can get on here? I thought a 5 was on here. Maybe not. I probably deleted it, but because you know, I don't 4.618. It went all the way up there in that third wave, bam, came back down, so much momentum. So that's the deal with it. That's why it corrected like this, because this momentum right here, and you see how it's kind of a slow correction. It's getting down here, and then you got to whiz up to maybe 6. You might even hit 0.007. So another guy on Twitter was asking me about that. You could have a shot to that number right there too, in this area right here. Okay. Because this momentum from this flat is slowing it down and boom, and then you can see then it drops off on that section, guys. But that's the deal with flats, man. Flats get people bullish. Got me bullish. I was like, man, because you take a look at this thing on a monthly chart. You come out to a monthly chart and you put it on the volume, right? I got a volume indicator here. Let me see. Yeah, let me go to indicator. Where's the old volume? I know I got volume. Volume right there. Put it on a monthly chart. You see all that volume that came in? So then one more pump for VRA. One more pump. And it could be a significant pump. Don't get me wrong. That thing could fly back up to the 0.008 or maybe even hit these numbers into here too, guys. So that could happen, get people bullish again as you roll over. So, all right, guys. I hope that I didn't confuse you on that MexC stuff. Like I said, here's my link for it if you want to go into there. Remember, I use two. You don't want to have everything. So if you got a $5,000 account, you got $2,500 on MexC, you get $2,500 over in Femex. Okay, that's the deal. Or whichever other one you want to use. Okay, so you want to split it up just in case one falters. Femex, I think, out of the safety of it, I know these people want me to send them like deals and stuff like that because they gave me the thing. Sorry, guys, but I gotta tell them the truth, man. I gotta lie to them. Be careful of these exchanges, man. Get that stuff off there. You make gains, get it off. And personally, I don't know. I think Femex is a little bit, more safer, if you will. I don't know if I should be saying that, but that's just my opinion on it, guys. All right. That's the end of my video. If you made it all the way to the end, do me a huge favor, drop a like, hit the subscribe button. Peace.